just changed up the camera angles a little bit, so I'm trying something different, so it may take a little bit of adjustments today. I'm trying to paint it around like this angle, I think. Let's see. It's okay for you guys? Let's see. Sorry, so today we're painting, I think it's Ezreal? The guy, he's this is like the darker skinned one, black, brown hair. Still doing the OSL from the lamp. And mostly using P3 paints today. So I think this is good. What do you think? This is a good angle, good focus. Okay. The music is too loud though. How's that? Okay. So we're gonna start with some. Well, I'm gonna paint a piece already, so just say this is gonna be this is Cossite flesh, I think. Pretty sure it is. This is gonna be my lightest skin tone. Just get the water in a better spot. This is like my highlight skin tone right here. I will be doing some extreme hiding with some like softer, lighter colors, but it's just for the base right now. So light is going to come from this object here, and it's going to go up this way. So it's going to be interesting. I'm still trying the rock channel for Pretzel. So someone decided to go into it, I guess. A little more distracting than the other one, I think, but less annoying? I don't know. I'll figure something out. So I'll just be doing the skin today, no hair, no cloth. I might be doing 2 survivors depending on how fast this first one is. But last time I didn't like the skin tone at all. I just took over 2 hours to do the one skin tone. I didn't even like it. So hopefully I can like this one and do it faster. But it all depends if the paint wants to cooperate. Okay. It's always nice doing non-like white skin. Interesting. I should probably have a record again, a reference material, but I don't just because of how much object source they can have on this guy. So it's gonna be a lot of different colors. I'm just making it as I go along. There's gonna be like all light source coming from here, maybe a bit of blue light coming from this direction, but for the most part, all the light's gonna come from here. His lantern. I got some coverage in this. Just take one more coat and it'll be good. Give it a little bit of dry. So he's going to be basically painted like the standard Survivor, except with OSL, so he's going to have like I don't know, greenish kind of cream kind of loincloth. No, what is that thing? What would you call it? I guess a skirt. And the black brown hair, and then some orange light, I think. Depends how I feel. Maybe a yellow light, I think. And then I'll probably do the rock. Grayish white. It'll be very dark though up here, just because how far away from the source light, plus his body's kind of in the way. You can kind of see there's no part of the lantern actually touches the or can see the rock, so it's gonna be very dark. probably a lot of blue highlighting. So this army will also be very dark as well. That's how it natural light. And a little bit of lighting here, but on this side's all dark. Just trying to block in where mentally where I think the light's gonna go while the paint dries. Okay. He's like the angrier one too. His eyebrows actually like furrowed like he's angry. Okay. I think it's dry enough. Let's go now for another coat. So I'm probably gonna use some bloodstone to darken it, and then I'll try and just use some straight up Exile Blue to for the shadows. Keep them warmer this time. I tried a very desaturated look last time, I didn't like it. But since all the Survivor skin tones are different, I'm gonna sorry. It doesn't really matter if they look the same or not. They range from like a very dark to a very pale. I think the other male is very pale. And the females are kind of pale too, like a rosy kind of color. And this guy is like the token dark guy. It's very important to get a nice solid base coat. Missed the most important model, part of the model face. Okay. So now we're gonna do some bloodstone. Oh. We'll dry a little longer. Trying to figure out where the bloodstone's gonna go. So I get pretty much all bloodstone along this area. Pretty much this whole hand right here goes from bloodstone, darkened by some Exile Blue, and then this back of the arm's gonna be extra bloodstone. I'm using some 2-brush blending here, so to make sure the base coat is very dry, otherwise it causes the paint to dry faster than it should. It can cause some like a bathtub effect, which is not what you want. It ruins your very smooth layers. Make it so it's a little, just go wet right there. Basically anywhere the recesses are. Okay. I think the base is quite interesting though, because like this side's gonna be very bright, this side be very dark. It's gonna be cool. Okay. Some very good anatomy on these guys, I gotta say. I do live all the human characters they have between death. Quite well done. Let's see now. Let's compare him to an orc. He's actually quite big though. Much taller than an orc. So not quite as big as like Space. Jeez. He has some big boots. Alright. balancing parts. I'm going to take another clean brush that's wet as a backup just for blending and fixing mistakes. And starting this side. Maybe a little more flesh in there. A little too vibrant. Let's try that. There we go. It has to be darker now, so let's try some umber. It's a darker brown, not really vibrant. Okay, let's try that. I like that a lot. I'm blocking in all the shadows and stuff. I'm making sure I don't have any hard edges, which is very important. Constantly bouncing around, going from the legs to arm. I'm not really finishing up one part at a time. I'm waiting for it to dry, so I won't interrupt the paint I've already been mixing. Or been blending, right? So this one actually, because it's so far away from the object, source of light, I'll make it darker, so more shadows at this point. This is kind of close to it, so a much harder edge. Some parts where the shadows are, so more contrast basically. Not proofing there. Whole hand can be very dark. Little bits of like light hitting it. It's just big points of light. Let's go back to this part and get a better blend. Do the back of his arm. Be a little more darker. Let's see. A little bit more contrast. So, let's try something darker. Tone. brother faces. Come back and make claims in the areas. With the original flesh tone. A lot of parts are very much shaded thanks to the guys. Chest. I'm just gonna do a solid coat on this guy's arm. I can reclaim some areas later, I think. Just some points. Okay, let's see if my mic is... No, my mic is max, apparently. Am I just talking too loud? Just quietly? Weird. Like my normal. I talk my normal way. Nobody talking to me. All this talk like that. Sorry. Apparently that voice is a terrible voice, so I'm never gonna do that voice again. Reserved exclusively for my girlfriend. Let's see. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's using... How about that one? Is that better? I've changed... It somehow changed the default.
Better, but a little bit of... yeah.
Yeah, just... weird. It changed the default one. For some reason.
That is really staticky though.
Really? Okay, let's try a different one then. How about this one? Is this one good?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Cool. Is the music too loud now?
No, it's fine now. Just have the mic close.
Okay. Weird. Stupid program changing settings on me. Also not...
It's like defaulted to a totally different mic.
Yeah, because I've never done it before. It doesn't want to save its settings, which is super annoying. Yeah. Okay.
Does it only like export settings?
I don't know. I saved all my other settings. It doesn't save the... It just doesn't want to save the device settings. It will save like the scene and stuff like that, but not the actual individual devices, which is slightly annoying. Okay. I'm blocking this guy's very dark arm.
Let's go for a finer brush for this one. So I'm just going to try and pick out the anatomy. Okay. Don't need this brush anymore. Okay. Is this blurry right now?
A little.
So you can change that. Can I zoom in maybe? Nope, too much. Yeah, I only want zoomed. Let's try that. Let's also try that. Okay. Okay. Just trying to pick out the anatomy here. Where the light is gonna come from. Okay, let's go back to some of that basic flesh now and reclaim some of these areas. And give it a little bit of better blending, basically. Let's try. Even add a little bit of texture. Oh, there's a big chunky area to get rid of. Okay. Maybe let's try a little more light. A little less light on camera though. Oh. Let's try that. have dried out a little too much of that paint blob, so I'm going to try a bit more. It's a little warm right now. Also, this paint is a little quite old, so I'm going to have to get a new flesh tones soon. Especially when I do some competitions, I might need to resupply some of my more used paints. Because it doesn't really want to blend as good as it used to. Or I've just gotten a lot worse recently. Let's see. Okay. Reclaiming some of the highlight areas and give it a better blend. It is making it a little chalky, unsaturated, so I have to go back and do the darker tone again. But that's pretty much how it always goes. Nope, that shouldn't be. This would be the bright spot. Okay. And then here I'm just going to do a few parts where it should be a little brighter. It wouldn't be like direct light from the lamp, but just more of reflections off of like the ground and stuff. Okay, let's go for a brighter tone now. This is going to be Midland Flesh. I'm just going to do some extra bright areas. Basically more closer to the lamp itself. It's a little pinker, but it's fine. Okay. And just, I was talking about the more contrast in some of these areas closer to the lamp, where the shadows would be much harder. This look a little chalky, but like I said, I'd resaturate back up with some inks or whatever color I'm used. Let's see. Almost went low with saturation itself. Alright. Sorry, not saturation, hydration. Okay. Back to the model. Do a little bit on his face. Always make the face a little brighter, but not too bright. And then add some more texture to the pectoral. Because the way the light is, the angle is going this direction, so it's like very harsh along the edge. Basically, very flush with it. So as I'm bringing out all the pec muscle, because it all kind of like focuses it on the armpit, like right here. All the abs or the pectorals go right into there. They bundle right there, and so it kind of texture a little bit, depending on how buff you are. Obviously, if you have a lot of fat, then you're not going to see any definition, or very little. Okay. So I'm just doing some extreme highlighting basically with my this Midland flush. And I'm going to resaturate it once I've done all that. Kind of blend it together. Okay. Just doing a little bit of object source light in here. Probably a little more extreme than most models you're gonna do. It's a little harder this way, I gotta say. It might be just a little bit of source, just a touch of color here and there. But I'm doing a little more extreme than I probably should. Okay. Let's do a bit of blending back in, darken it a bit, and see what goes. Okay, let's try this. Do a very thin and maybe even. Just more picking out the muscles and stuff. Defining it a bit more. Okay. Not too bad. I might have to go back with a little bit of my Cardic flesh. It's a little too brown, actually. So let's go back to the Cardic flesh. And use that to saturate up some parts. There we go. Okay. So, let's see. Let's go back to this brown again. Maybe chalkiness a bit better. At least on the deeper shadows area. Okay. I think it's time to go and do some more deeper shadows in blue. Maybe even purple, actually. Do some purple here to try it out. It might look better with the darker brown. Let's try some purple. So I'm gonna try umber, and then some purple. A bit more purple. Might be a little more darker. How about this? Touch of Thumar black. Maybe a touch of blue. Because the umbral umber and the beaten purple are a little too similar in that dark, so let's add a bit more blue. Let's try that. Deepen it and cool it too. That's kind of interesting. So let's just follow the guy's anatomy a bit, and maybe add a bit here on the rib cage, or sorry, the shoulder blade, and around here, and this side needs to be very dark. I kind of like that color, actually. Kind of works quite well with the other color tones. Okay. If it only stuck a little better. Got a nice saturation level though. It doesn't look like it's graying it out, it's more just deepening it, which is perfect. Because I want deep saturated skin, nothing too like chalky or washed out. Let me clean up my brush. There's too much paint along the in the base of the brush. I want to keep this brush a nice tip as long as possible. I actually add more brown. I did not warm up this area right here when I did some highlighting. Let me just warm it up a bit more. There we go. It's kind of getting there. Okay. Back to the purpley, bluish, brownish thing. I don't know what it is. Something very useful, that's for sure. Definitely had a very purple vibe to it. think he's going much better than the last one, that's for sure. I prefer my colors saturated. I prefer my colors more saturated, and this guy's very saturated compared to the last one I did on the stream. Okay. So let's pick out kind of muscle anatomy here. Okay, let's get some more of this going. I ran out. Now let's see if I can make that color combination the same again. I think this is it. Let's try. Let's try it. Let's try it right here, I guess. It's a little more purple, but that's fine. Okay. So, let's find some more deep shadows and apply this. Might be a little too thin. This is way too bright up there, but darker with a different color. It's pretty good block in. Need a bit more refining. I do like this a lot. The purple looks great on the dark brownish colors. I'm just gonna define this guy's pectoral more. That's cool. I like that. Okay. The skin's pretty close to being done except for some minor tweaking and basically blending, better blending on some parts, but I'll probably do it off stream. I might go for a second survivor actually. Of course, it's gonna be much different. Let's see. Definitely need a lot more refining, but the whole color choices I think I like a lot. The purple really adds a lot of flair to it. Okay. Let's go for a different survivor this time. It's gonna be paler. Alright, let's show this guy off. Because that was only 45 minutes to do this, which is not bad. I mean, the blending is not the greatest, but the whole color choices and the way the light works, I think it works good. It's just unfortunate the bare white parts kind of ruin the effect so far. But I like that. Okay, let's see if I get the color saturation a little better. Does that look okay? No, unfortunately. Let's try this. More saturation. It's that white cloak kind of ruins it. That's the biggest problem. Can I do 0.5? Nope. I can do auto, and that's about it. That's not too bad. How's the auto, But once you go for like another white guy, white, primed white is gonna look just... Yeah. Kind of obliterate some part. Well, I can try it for a little while. Let's try that. Come back in model holder. I'm just going to do a new palette at this point. Completely different skin tones. I'm adding more purple though, which is good. I like that purple. That XL blue was not a great choice last time. Okay. So, hold down. It's supposed to be very pale, but since there's going to be only sources coming from his lantern. Oh wow, this is even darker than before if you look at him. It's coming from only this one source, so it's going to be like... Ooh. It's going to be interesting. Alright, so let's go for my palest flesh. I'll be making his skin whitish, purplish, I guess. So I'll just give a nice coat of, this is Caspian flesh, I think. It's gonna look really smooth and nice on the, except for any kind of fluff on the white primer. Okay. Let me just get rid of this chunk of blue tack that I've accidentally primed. Oh, it's actually a piece of metal too. Alright. I guess that metal's there to stay. It's in the actual base itself. Alright. So, back to the base coating. So, for April Fools, no, trying to tell a story. So my Rain City Hobbies company, we were playing around with scented bases. It's kind of funny, and it actually worked quite well. Just a little bit of like, what was the little flavors like? Rain.
I did not.
Did mountain flavored, so it was like kind of like a rainy kind of rainforest kind of smell, like fresh rain, I guess. And maybe a little bit of pine. It was it was actually quite pleasant. I don't know if people would actually enjoy a fresh scented army. You have anything to say about that? It was a very cool idea, especially for what do you call it again? April Fools. We're even gonna try and maybe have a couple sample scented bases just for funsies at conventions where we're at. See how long the scents last for. Okay. Get a much better coat when doing light paint on light primer. But I think the other guy turned out well. Even needed a little more coats. We will be at the Trumpeter Salute in 2 weeks. Rainseed Hobbies, selling bases, hobby supplies like grass tufts and stuff like that. Like basing details, like little pieces of rubble, skeleton bits, dead people, like bits of like corpses and stuff like that. So if you guys are in Vancouver, this is what, in Burnaby? Yeah, Vancouver, Burnaby, Vancouver. Come check us out along with everything else. It's a cool little, just a hobby convention. A lot of model trains. There's model trains. Sorry. There's okay, fine. A lot of wargaming. A lot of like independent stuff, and a lot of World War II kind of era stuff. No trains. Or trains adjacent. Model planes though. Model tanks. Even like Roman stuff actually. I think there was
like traditional wargaming.
Yeah, it's like traditional like wargaming. So check it out if you guys are in the area. It's like I don't know how much a day pass is.
I think it's BC's longest running convention too.
It may be BC's longest running convention. So.
I do not think it is very much to attend.
Yeah, it's not too much to get a day pass. I don't think. Maybe like $5-10. Though entering in the playing in a tournament, there's like a 40k tournament. I don't know if there's any Age of Sigmar tournaments, but there's definitely some 40k stuff. And what was the other, like the Skies, the EFO one?
Oh, they run like Watch the Skies.
Watch the Skies. There's like a huge one there. It's like hundreds of people, 100 people, like 50 people, like at least 50 people.
Watch the Skies 50 people seating.
50 people seating for that. Okay. And I'll be painting on my booth for the weekend. Well, me and my girlfriend, basically, then there for bases and painting and stuff like that. So I think that's so 2 weekends from now. April what again? What will that be?
It's the 12th to 14th.
12th to 14th. So check it out. Okay, base code is pretty much there. So do I want this or do I want something else? This is the Cossite Flesh. Let's try Cossite with a bit of purple in it. Maybe a touch of blue. So with Exile Blue, Cossite Flesh, and Beaten Purple. So let's try majority purple, hint of blue. Blue is very unsaturated. Okay. That is quite a huge... Yeah, that stupid exposure is not good at auto. Okay, let's try that. So maybe some more Cossite Flesh in there. And just a little more purple. Let's try that. And then lighten up a bit. Just a hint. Very pale, so you don't really have much saturation in the skin. So let's try that. That should be good. Okay. Now let's get some. Oops. Fix my camera. Get some wood chap. Get a little bit of hydration, and we'll start out. In or out? I don't think so. The problem is it gets the camera more. I can zoom. I can put it down more, but it's gonna get the camera right. So if I go down more, you're gonna get the my camera set up for the model, which is probably more important than my face. Okay. So, the model's much more interesting than my face, that's for sure. Oh, it's not bad. Kind of like that. And then just try and keep the darker areas away from the lamp, and then so here, oops, maybe a little too wet, too thin the paint. Let's find out. So the way his back arcs, I'm gonna do the lower back darker. What? Alright. And then do a lower back darker than the this part, because the guy's butt and stuff is kind of shadowing that area. Okay. And then just a gradient up to the light, because closer to the light, less shadow. There we go. It's a little too thin, I gotta say. Especially for something that's so precise, since this is a higher quality model than most of my other ones I was doing on stream. This is my centerpiece, so I could take more time on this guy. But it's harder to do very good quality stuff in stream, so I like to do all the fine touches off stream. But this basically just shows you the process, how to get here, and then refinement. I can just a lot of tweaking and stuff like that. Not very interesting. It's just tiny little touches everywhere. That's what I do. A lot of little blending. Okay. I don't like how this is going. Because I was told a couple conventions ago by a very well skilled painter, or a judge really, that skin is a little translucent, so light will through it. So that's why skin is always warmer. So you're getting all the blood vessels and stuff like that through the skin, which causes it to look more red and stuff. That was a cool little interesting fact. You know, I was painting my skin warmer anyway, but it's nice to know why. And so actually, since you know why, you can figure out how to make it look better. And also different skin tones in different areas. Because some parts have more of the blue blood vessels and stuff like that. And it mixes with the blue blood vessels mixed with like the yellow in some parts of the skin. You get like a green kind of look and things like that. So you can add more tones, which makes it more visibly more interesting, and even more natural sometimes if you do it properly. I'm still on the stage of trying to make it look good. Okay. Maybe let's try on this head. It's gonna be a very evil kind of look for this guy. Any kind of when the light's coming from the up, but it gives him like an evil kind of presence. It's very unnatural, you might say, because we're all used to the sun from the downward look. Okay. So, I might have time to go back and reclaim some areas. And then darken it some more. This guy I don't really care about the chalkiness so much because it's gonna be very pale, and pale skin's kind of just a touch chalky, I might say. Okay. Yeah, his hand's gonna be completely shadowed, isn't it? Because this whole linen thing is covering it. Okay. Do some more deeper shadows in some areas. There. The shading's kind of blocked in a bit. I'm just going to define that back a bit more because it's indented, right? So it should be very dark in there compared to the rest of that area. It also helps defining all the muscles and stuff. Okay, let's try that. Let's go back to some Caspian flesh. And we're just going to reclaim some areas. Because I want to keep the brightness up in some areas. And pick out all the muscles. Or also where I've overpainted. Okay, so I'm also going to try and give it a little more texture a bit. Okay. I'm gonna go back and resaturate these, mostly the areas where I've highlighted too. Let's go for a smaller brushes. Number 4 brush is a little too big. So let's go back to a number 2 and just pick out some of these muscles and stuff. And all the anatomy and stuff, make it look more natural. Okay. It's a very weird angle, I gotta say, of doing this. Normally I don't do this kind of angle, but you look good or die trying, basically. Probably have to make the light source very pale yellow. I don't think it'd be just too much if I made it more warm and orange. Especially with all the different skin tones. Okay. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. Happy to answer anything and everything. Also, learning to do. It's always a learning experience doing skin, especially if you're doing skin tones you've never done before. I'm doing different skin tones I've done before, kind of, but it's always different when you're doing different type of lighting too. and just how all the colors interact with all the shadows and stuff. What kind of colors of the lights you're using, the color of the shadows. Most people use blue as the shadows because the sky is blue, and so whenever the light's hitting it, any shadows have a backlight of a blue tinge, which is very important. Doing natural outside scenes, if it's sunny, of course. If it's cloudy, then it's different. Okay. Because cloudier is more gray and less saturated. Okay, let's go back and define his muscles more with that purple. Nope. Let's try this color. There we go. Okay. There really shouldn't be that much lighting here, just because the whole body is actually just blocking us. So I'm going to darken this area. Okay. Let's go for a deeper color now. So do some calcite flesh and purple and blue like before, but okay, let's try that. It might be too purple, but let's find out. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I like that. Okay. I need a better brush though. My current brush is either too big or too fine, so I'm gonna do a in between. Still a number 2 brush, but not so fine of a tip. I think this one has one loose strand I'm not liking. I'm gonna cut that one off. Okay, let's see if I can do it. Oh no, that one strand still. kill this rogue strand on my brush. Oh, I did shorten it though, so maybe it'll keep in line now with the rest. I'll get a little spin. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, let's try this again. I'm using the darker skin tone to try and block in the deeper shadows, deepest ones. And I'll use my number 4 to do any blending or touch-ups. I do like that purple. Maybe a little too saturated. Maybe I'll add more blue. The blue's a bit saturated. Let's try that. Oh yeah, that's good. That's the good stuff. Okay. So let's work more on this side. Oops. Oh. I need a bit more humidity, I think. I think it's drying a little fast. Get my humidifier out today. Okay. A bit of this dark stuff in the guy's pit. There we go. And guys, oh, look at it. Can't forget about the face. I feel like it's like drying super fast. I need more humidity. That's what I need. Okay. I think after this I'll be done. But that's fine. Blocking in all the colors for my 3 survivors is not bad. Okay. Definitely needs more humidity. Okay. And back looks pretty good. Look how the color tones turn out. Okay. Nice and saturated, but not oversaturated. Just darken this guy's pack on this side. Okay. I'm running out of this color. I need to make some more. And I also make sure this is the same kind of combination of colors. Okay. Let's try that. See now. Yeah, that's good enough. A little too wonky in some parts. Because it's drying too fast. Okay. But it's definitely getting there. Let me just work on the legs more. Let's see. A little cruder than I'm used to, but just trying to get the colors to work. I'm very happy with the colors, just not very happy with the blending. But I guess you can't have your cake and eat it, can you? Okay. I just got a pirate accidentally. I went a little too dark, but it's fine. Do all the touching up. Oh, I'm doing ink the eyes? Oh. May just cover the whole thing up. I prefer easy solution. Fair enough. Okay, ink eyes it is. Because the client wanted to.
I don't think the client said that, but that's how.
Well, he wants it like the art, and all the art have the ink eyes. So fair enough. Yeah, nice and easy. Less is better. Okay. Yeah. His peck is way too bright for how far it is, but. And then let's just give him more of a deeper sternum. Just a whole bunch of just touching up and better blending this point. Let's see. Let me deepen this part right here. Whatever area this is. Let's make the anatomy pop a little more. Yeah, everything's drying a little too fast for what I'm liking. Okay, bust out that humidifier. The what? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm basically done. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. I'm just gonna pick on. I don't think we're gonna rate anybody, are we? Okay, yeah. So we're not gonna rate anybody. So I'm just. No, I'll do it. Oh. Probably do the one off stream, depends, or maybe on the weekend. The next model I'm gonna be doing is ooh, what's his name again? This is the Ultramarine? It's Robert Rowboat Gilliman? I don't know how to pronounce his name. I don't play Ultramarines. I'll be doing that guy, at least parts of him anyway. Yeah, I like how this is. His colors are turning out quite well. Blending, not so much, but whatever. That's what off-stream magic is for. Yeah. That's kind of cool. I like that. Alright. So, I think I'll be done. I'm going to show you guys my results, I guess. I think this guy does better than the last guy, but... I like how the colors turned out, if not the blending. But I'll have to fix that later. Alright. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good one. Alright, I'll be streaming on Thursday at 5 p.m. What? Pacific Standard?
No, daylight.
Pacific Daylight Time. Alright. Have a good one, guys.